Hey everyone, this is Northern Soul on YouTube, and we're going to discuss how to put filters on your air vent registers in your house. So if you have a forced air furnace, you have like one of these sort of style things, and I'm going to show you how to use some filters to put some filters, because there might be some, instead of doing like duct cleaning, if some of you might not be able to, if you have like you don't have access to the piping and all that stuff from the furnace, and like what's getting cleaned through like the air furnace filter. There's got to be more. If you're like me, and most people are like allergic to dust and allergens and mold and who knows what, especially if you're in a older house or a newer house that they didn't clean out the vents, they just swept all the dust in the vents, and that's your problem now. You bought the house, and that's too bad. So for those of you that are struggling with allergens and stuff like that, which dust and just accumulation of things like I do, I end up sneezing every day. I've come up with this, there's stuff product you can buy, but I've also added a charcoal filter as well to help with smells. So kind of got this idea from normal air purifiers, where they typically have like some sort of charcoal membrane or some sort of material to take out smells, and then they'll have like a filter to do it. So I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you mine. This has been in there for about 6 months or so, and you can buy these ones that are already kind of designed for this sort of thing at like Home Depot. Any of your hardware stores might carry them. I got them off of Amazon because right to my door, right? So this is the kind, I've purchased all this stuff. None of this was sent to me. I just got like something like this, if you're wondering, off of Amazon. I might post the links in the description as well, so look down there. So it'll usually come in a bigger piece. It's like a 12 inch by 4 inch. And what I do is you'll see the old one here. You can see how dirty that is. So just for contrast, I put the clean one, the new one, up against the old. That was this. So you can see after 6 months how much crap is just blowing through, and you're like breathing that in. And it also makes your place more dusty and dirty as well. So there's less dusting to go on, so it helps. So you want to put all these on all your vents. So this is a ceiling one because it's in the basement. So it's got the little screws to hold it up. But if yours is on the floor, you might need to put tape across to hold it in place or something like that. So I got one of this from this kit. I just kind of measured it versus that hole, the cutout, like that, and just used scissors to cut it. And then what I did is I got an air filter or a carbon filter element from, they don't have that for these vents, but I just got it from a typical replacement for an air filter, like one of those standalone air purifiers for the home. So that's all that is. And you just kind of place it up. Once you get this cut out, that's the easy one. You can place it on top like this, and then you just trim it with scissors once again. And that's it. So it's those. I usually try to put 2 of these on top of this. These are more expensive than these, so I put this on the bottom or at the very start at the end, because then I could just replace these, and then I can reuse these like one time, and then I'll replace them. So it saves you a little bit on cost as well if you're just replacing these aspects, and it gives it a cool little dark. So if you have a darker registry of stuff, you don't see through it, so it gives it dark. So if you close it, open it, you can see there's a charcoal filter there. So I'm just going to remove this one, which is absolutely disgusting. Look at that. Night and day. That's what you're breathing in. Well, that's what I'm breathing in, or I'm not breathing in because it's catching that. So I haven't done this. As you can see, I just kind of push it through. So this one's got this sort of sliding thing. You might have one of those things with the flipper. You're gonna have to tuck it in there. So cut it good, tuck it in there. I make it just a touch wider than it needs to be so that there's a seal. So I press in, and then it kind of, I don't want gaps where air can get through because it's forced, right? And if you're asking and wondering about, hey man, is it gonna stop the actual, the air conditioning or the heat coming through? It diminishes a little bit because you do have some resistance, but there's so much air pushing behind it that it goes through no problem. Like it definitely will cool your house, and it definitely will heat your house. So I'm just gonna simply take the new one, put it on top, just like that, and just push it in. And it's as simple as that. If you have, like I said, those ones with the grates that kind of close and open like this, you just kind of shove it in the middle, and then you're just going to kind of feed it in like that. That's it. And now I'm going to go secure this to the ceiling, and it's done. And that's if you get all of them done like that, you can't believe how much improvement there is. It's not here to replace your other filters as well. It's supplemental. So it's in addition to the other things. I still have like 2 air purifiers that I like to use as well in conjunction with these to help out with that sort of thing. And then you just install it, or if it's on the floor, just drop it in and you're good. And you can see it's like, even if I'm like going like that, there's enough friction if you put a little extra on the side that it won't fall out. And if you have those ones that slant like this, it definitely won't fall out, so you don't have to worry about like taping across or a little bit on the side like that to hold it in. So hopefully that'll give you a little bit of help. Once again, you can see that on the white, it's disgusting. And I'll try to put links to where I got this stuff in from Amazon, and you can click on that if you wish. And this stuff as well. Fairly inexpensive. I forget how much I got. 90 days filtration, I was pushed that. So this is a 12 pack. And I thought the price was pretty reasonable. So there you go. Dust, dirt, smoke. It's not going to do smoke. Let's get real. Pollen, yeah, like mold and stuff like that. And yeah, you just trim it. So as you see here, they've got those little vents that stick out, and they just tuck it in through they just slot it in. There's the before and after, and it's absolutely true. Except that's my 6 months, because mine are a pain to switch out. But if you just have one you just pull out, then not a problem, right? So thanks very much for watching. Look for more new videos coming on Northern Soul very soon, with more tips and tricks, and for health and nutrition, all kinds of stuff. It's just a variety of everything I'm interested in. I'm just trying to present it so it's not Northern Soul YouTube channel is not just a stop for one particular thing. Just come by, you know, and hit the subscribe to it, hit the bell icon and all that fun stuff, so that you get notified when there's new stuff coming out like this that's helpful, that you can do yourself, but it makes a big difference. And everything's about quality of life, enjoyment, that sort of thing. We also, for Northern Soul, if you want to contribute and help out the channel to help it grow and become bigger and better, this is the goal. It's a relatively new channel and small channel, so you can help get the word out there, whether by sharing, liking, commenting, and all that stuff, or you can help through a monthly donation through the memberships. So look for the join button beside the membership, the join button beside subscribe, if you're interested in that. And there's a few little perks and stuff like that. For those of you that are members, you have access to more things Northern Soul in the background, and you'll get you'll be the first to see the videos like a couple days before, and there's a couple other perks and stuff. Anyways, if you hit the join button, you'll see what's there. If you want to contribute, it's completely voluntary. I'm still going to be putting out tons of free videos, but for those of you that just love the persona and what Northern Soul is about, and you just can't get enough of it, this is really, or you just want to help, like you have a bunch of cash and you're like, you know what, I love your work, thanks. There's even a tipping one where it's a low cost, it's like $2 a month. That's like pretty much nothing, but if enough people do that, it's called tipping, then it makes all the difference, and I can get better videos out and more of it. So just want to thanks in advance to all the subscribers and supporters. Really makes a massive difference. So best of luck to you guys, and happy breathing.